Good afternoon, IB students. Welcome to the last video lecture of the ongoing chapter here. We are working on graph representation chapter, and here right now after the reduction of the syllabus, we are having only three type of graph, three type of chart in the syllabus. The first one is line chart, the second one it is bar chart, and the third one is histogram. Right, the videos that are related with all these three charts are available in our software, in our app. Now it is the last video lecture, and you can see from there that the topic of our today's video lecture, it is anatomy of a chart. Now, what is the meaning of anatomy here? Anatomy means to represent the internal structure of an object. Here, the anatomy of chart represents the internal points, internal terms that are related with a chart or that are there inside a chart. Right? For that, I have created one sample chart on the board, and here on this part, some py plot functions that affect the anatomy of the chart. These functions are available on that side of the board. Right? Now just see what is there, what is the internal structure of the chart. Here I created multi-line chart on the board. Here two lines are there, two line charts are available on a single figure, so we can say it is a multiple line chart. Right? Now if you see the chart properly, here this one, it is known as x-axis. You know it very well. It is known as x-axis, and if you want to give name to the x-axis, you should supply x label over here. Right? Then this is the y-axis of the chart, and here the name of this y-axis, it is also you can supply by using a specific function, and it is known as y label. Right? X label, it should be here with the x-axis. Y label, it will be there with the y-axis. Now the third point, title of the chart. The title, or we can say heading of the chart, it will be at the top center portion of the chart. Here you can supply individual title of your chart, individual heading of your chart by using a specific function. Right? So three terms: title, y label, x label. Now just see what is there in this line chart here. If you see the line, you can represent the line according to your specified color. Right? Here, and then line single color will be available, will be there for each and every line chart. You can set a single color for a single line chart. Here two different line charts are there, so you can supply two different colors. Right? So this one, just see here, these are the markers. We discussed it already in the previous line chart video lecture. These are the markers of the line chart. You can attach lot of markers, either plus, diamond marker, circle marker, different markers are available in our Python. So this is the plus marker, and it is the circle marker on this chart. Two different type of markers are here. Now, this is known as legend of the chart, and the legend can be available with the multiple line chart, with the multiple bar chart, or with the histogram chart. Right? You can set the legend with the plot function, with the bar function, bar x function, by which we can create the chart with the hist function. And if you want to appear the legend of the chart, for that one specific function is there. By using the function, we can appear the legend at the specific position. Yes, legend. By default, it will be there at the top right corner of the chart. You can shift the legend from here to here. It is known as the top left corner of the chart. You can shift the legend over here also. It is known as bottom left. And this side also, it is known as bottom right corner of the chart. So legend can be available in these four specific positions. Here. Now the last one, it is legend, then marker. Last one is ticks. Just see, ticks means the value that is there on the axis. Here, if we talk about the x-axis, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the ticks. Right? Then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the ticks of y-axis. You can, by default, your computer supply tick with the range of 0.5. By default, 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, like this one. Tick is by default the difference in between two ticks. It is 0.5 by default, but you can set the tick value according to your style also. Here I just set the tick value of my x-axis, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 0.5. It is not here in this chart, and there is a command, there is a function to set the ticks of both the axes. Right? Now the next thing, just see, one limit word is also related with the specific x. Here, if we talk about x-axis, the limit is from 0 to 6. It is the limit of x-axis. Right? You can set the limit according to your style. If you want to start the chart from 2 to 6, then it is the limit of 2 to 6. Right? Here the limit of y-axis, just say 1, 2, 3, 1 to 6 is the limit of y-axis, and it is also, you can set the limit of y-axis by applying, by writing a specific function for that. Now, for that, yes, the last point is the size of the chart. It is known as figure area, right? Figure area means here it is the width of the chart, this one. This is the length of the chart, right? You can set the chart figure area by giving a specific statement to your pyplot, like statement of the pyplot library. We will discuss it on this second part of the board. So these things, this is the anatomy of the chart. Now just see, if you want to set the figure area of your chart, for that figure function is available in pyplot library. You can use this function with plt.figure bracket fig size. Just say this is the attribute of the figure function. Fig size, you should write it in a small letter. Fig size equal to tan 7. The first value represents width, the second value represents length. Means the specific chart is having 10 pixel this width and 7 pixel height. Right? So this is the important attribute, figure attribute. Now the second point, if you want to supply, if you want to give a specific title to your chart, for that title function is available. We used this function many times in the previous video lecture, title, and inside this small bracket you just supply name of your chart. Right? So that when you execute this specific function, the name will be arranged, will be pasted over here at the centermost top center corner of the chart. Here, then X label to supply the label x-axis name. Here it is Y label to supply the y-axis name here. Done. So these four functions are there. Now, this is the new function here. PLT means it is the abbreviation of pyplot dot xlim. Xlim, it is limit of x-axis. Here you have to supply two different values. My first value is 5, my second value is 10. It means what? If I see the chart, x-axis, it starts from 5 and it ends at 10. This is the limit of my x-axis if I supply the same command over here. Start from 5, starting point, ending point is 10. So 5, 10 means here 5 and here it is 10. Right? It is known as limit. Now, limit means the minimum and maximum value. But here in this range, on the x-axis, we have to supply ticks also. By default, if you use the limit function only, then the chart starts from 5. Next point is 5.5, then 6. 6.5 and so on. By default, the difference between two ticks is 0.5. Right? But here, if you want to set the tick like this one, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and the last one is 10. For that another function xTix function are here in this pyplot library. You use this function like this one, xTix 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have to supply the sequence of value here in this function so that these ticks will be pasted on the x-axis like this one. It starts from 5, ends at 10, 5 to 10, it is the x-axis limit. Now the ticks are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Clear? The same thing you can do with y-axis also. Y limit 7, 12, it means what? This y-axis it starts from 7 and it ends at 12. Right? It is the limit of y-axis. Instead of starting 0, it will start from 7. Now just see, here it is ticks. My ticks are 3 in this y-axis. 7, 9, 11 means 7 will be there. Next tick 9 will be there. Then next tick 11 will be there. Clear? So this is y limit and y ticks. Now the next one. plt.legend. If you want to appear the legend of the chart, legend is applicable for multiple chart only. Right? If you want to set the legend, for that the function is plt.legend. Clear? And here in this legend function only one attribute is there, that is LOC attribute, and by using this LOC attribute you can set the position of the legend. This position is known as top right position. You can set it on this position, at here also. For that, what is the coding here? plt.legend LOC equal to either you have to supply value or you have to supply position. Value 1 stands for upper right corner. It is the default position of the legend. If you supply LOC equal to 2, it means here the legend will be available at the top left corner. Top left corner means this legend will be shifted at this specific position. 3 lower left, 4 lower right. Right? This is the legend function. Now the last function, if you want to save the output of your chart, if you want to save the graph, if you want to save the chart, you can save it in a specific file inside your hard disk also. For saving the chart, save fig function is available in the pyplot library. Save fig, right? Without space in a small letter. Now here with this save fig function, you have to supply the proper file name. You can save your chart in PDF format. You can save your chart in PNG format also. For that, you just supply the proper file name, line.pdf. If you write this line, plt.savefig line.pdf, one file is created by the Python, and in this file you can see the specific chart. It is written inside the file. It is available inside the file. Right? Or if you want to give the specific location of your file, here, if you write the file name only, the file will be available in the root folder of Python. And if you supply the location, proper location, C:/chart.png means the file will be saved in the C drive, root folder of the C drive. Right? So these are the functions that are related with the anatomy of the chart, and here you can see 1 mark MCQ related with these 8 functions. Right? Thank you very much.